What are the things that actually make Google Google? Hello guys and welcome back to CareerQ, a place to curate your career. What is so special about working in Google? In today's video, I will be telling you 10 such things or 10 such amazing facts that only an employee of Google gets and only Google offers. That I have probably not heard these things are offered by even the top tech companies. Anyone give these things that Google gives their employees, and that is why probably Google is so popular among software engineers and so many people want to get employed into Google. So what are the things that actually make Google Google? So in this video, we will be discovering some of the facts that actually make Google different from the others and what it does for its employees that makes it so special. Before starting today's video, I would like to request you, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and of course to watch the video to the end. Without further ado, let's get started. So the very first thing about Google is there is a separate name within Google for all sets of employees. All the employees together are called Googlers. And if you are a new employee, or you're a fresher or you're a new employee, you are called Noogler. And if you are an employee who has crossed 40, then you are called Greygler. And if you are someone who has resigned, who is no more a Google employee or an ex-employee, even they are known as Zooglers. The second thing is that Google is the one organization that provides meals to its employees all 3 times of the day. Yes, and all of these meals are free. So it is on Google. And apart from these meals, there are a lot of snacks, snack rooms, and a lot of snacks and coffee and tea and a lot of things are kept on those rooms. People can anytime go to them and refresh themselves up. So yeah, if you are a Google employee, you are entitled to get all 3 times of meals free of cost. Also, these days, due to COVID and due to the work from home environment, this thing has got a little hampered. Even now, the employees who are going to campus, they do have varieties, but the number of food items that used to be there, not all stalls have opened up, but still it provides food to all of its employees for 3 times a day. It's said that the quality of food, be it the taste or the hygiene or anything, everything is top notch. There is also a saying that if you are a newcomer at Google, you are also termed, apart from Noogler, you are also termed as Google 15, which means that if you are a newcomer, you will definitely gain 15 pounds. Can you imagine? Because so much of food is there and you cannot, it tempts you to take those food. So generally, traditionally, employees who are new do attain some weight, and that's why they are also called Google 15. So there's this concept that is there in Google of 20% time. Now 20% time is of the day. Now what it means is that 20% time of the day you can give to your own thinking. Okay, you can block your calendars, you can save 20% or you can allot 20% of your time for yourself, and you can do deep thinking or studying. You can do in these 20% of idea time or idea thinking time, as they call it. It is also known that features or facilities like AdSense and Gmail and some of the Google services were a product or a byproduct of these 20-minute idea times. During these thinking time that the employee plans for himself, at that time these things were born. So also I have heard that these are just old terms and it's just there on paper. It's no more, after this pandemic and the work from home process has started, there is no such 20% time thing being followed anymore. So I don't know what's true, but yeah, there was this 20% idea time. So Google covers all of its employees and their entire families under its health insurance scheme. Google is one of the very few organizations. I mean, medical insurance is something that almost every organization gives, and to your spouse or to your first child, every organization gives it. But Google actually takes care of the entire family of that employee. Every one of the family member of the employee gets the medical insurance. To the fifth point is Google also provides the employee and his or her family with a travel insurance. So you can be on vacation and you with your family can be enjoying somewhere and your entire travel will be insured. So Google provides its employees and their families with travel insurance. Isn't that great? So the one thing that is there in Google and which I think is something that makes it very special is that there is no defined hierarchy in Google. So it's not that you'll enter at this level and then this is the level and this is the level, and everyone, be it engineers, be it BCA students or be it managers, everyone will be following the same hierarchy. It's not like that. Google in turn has 2 different ladders, and once you join, till the time you join, you do not know what hierarchy you will be following. when once you join, you will be allotted to one of the ladders. Now these two ladders are commonly known as the O ladder and the T ladder. Now this O ladder is also known as the business ladder, and it is allotted to for the business roles. It's kept for the business roles, whereas this T ladder is actually given to engineers. It's also known as the engineer ladder, and it is given to engineers specifically. People who are working in the software development and those things are mostly assigned to the T ladder. Now the T ladder is something that majorly employees want to be in the T ladder because the hierarchy is better. As I've heard, the hierarchy is better in the T ladder. However, if you are someone who has got an O ladder, then it can be very difficult, and moving from one ladder to another is something that's really unheard of. You have to stick to the ladder that you are allotted to, and you have to proceed in accordance with that. The next and one of the most amazing things again that I've heard is that nooglers, or the new employees who are employed by Google, are not immediately placed into or put into budding projects, or they are given a high amount of workload. The workload, or the way in which they give the workload to its employees, is pretty laid back, and it's pretty good. And first they are put, or the new employees are put into smaller projects, and then once the employee gets used to the terms and is adapted to the environment, after that he or she is put into a bigger project. So it's not like you're bombarded with responsibilities that one employee has left and now you have to take place of that employee, and the seniority and anything doesn't matter, and you are to gain all the knowledge and you have to start working like the previous employee was working. It's not like that here. Your process of getting placed and then getting into the organization and then getting into a project is pretty smooth. The entire transitioning within Google is well planned and very smooth, such that the new employees really don't get burnt out just as they join in. Another amazing thing, or another thing that I've actually not heard in any of the organizations for that reason, is the 360-degree review policy. That is, employees can rate other employees and their managers, and the managers can rate other managers and their employees. So it's not like you have to build a connect and you have to be in the good books of some managers who are going to rate you. Instead, you just have to do your work, and you just have to make a good rapport with everyone, or you have to be a good team player, because here everyone from your team will be actually reviewing you, and you won't be knowing which review is sent by whom. There is a monthly review and there are 2 annual reviews that happen in Google, and all you need to do is you have to prepare a list of things that you have done, or you are doing currently, or you have achieved, and then whatever you prepare for yourself, that is sent to the other employees and to your manager and everyone rates you based on whatever you have written. If they find that what you have written is actually relevant and you have done it, and you have a good rapport actually, then you will be getting a good rating, and or if not, then you'll be getting a rating in accordance with that. And at a later point, all of these ratings are then further accumulated by your manager and then sent further for processing. So it is a 360-degree review, and you are it's not just that you have to build a good rapport with just your immediate manager or just the manager who's responsible to give you your ratings. Another amazing fact is that Google asks a lot of logical questions in its interviews, where big product-based companies generally focus on how the coding of the employee is like, and they are how much code he knows and how much of competitive coding this person has done, how clear is he in the concepts and all of those. Google is one organization that actually focuses more on the logical thinking of the employee rather than just the coding ability. Google interviews are proof that there have been a lot of questions that are actually based on logical reasonings, and questions that require you to have a critical thinking ability, to think critically rather than just code. And that is the reason probably why 10 to 15 of the Google's workforce actually don't hold a college degree, because Google is one employer that thinks beyond it, and it gives a chance to the employees to think and be able to get hired rather than finishing a college degree or finishing some codes. Last, in the I would say this is the best thing that I've heard about an employer, is that Google takes care of the family of an employee who is no more. It gives the half of the employee's salary to the family for the next 10 years, and if the employee has a kid, it also bears the expenditure of educating that child. So all of these 10 things that we have discussed in the video makes Google one of the most favorite and most desired for organizations to work. Of course, there are a lot of other factors and that are involved in making Google, but these are some of the most amazing things that actually differentiate it from the other market players. That's all that I have for you in today's video. If you like today's session, put a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe. That was CareerQ. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.